And hello everybody, welcome back to my Armored Core 4 Let's Play. My name is Siphon Siphon117. Welcome to episode number 9, where we take the fight to Rayleonard. And we'll be beating the main game as well. So, let's begin.
Let's confirm the mission. Destroy Rayleonard's central headquarters, Exaville. Exaville is an extremely unique structure. If you destroy the pillars, which are set in a fan shape around the facility, the whole thing should lose balance and come tumbling down. Rayleonard's nexts have already been exterminated, but Exaville is likely still fortified with a tremendous amount of firepower. Don't get cocky. Those are your orders. This should finish everything.
It's a shame it won't, but, you know. Hey. Yeah, Rayleonard had, yeah.
Your objective is Rayleonard's headquarters, Exaville.
They have prototype nexts guarding them. That one's dead.
This is your final fight. Get through it and the Exaville pillar successfully destroyed. The facility's balance has begun to falter. We're looking good. Continue removing the pillars.
Why are you not dead yet?
New type enemy next destroyed.
Alright.
You can do this. Just keep it up. Exaville pillar destroyed. You're doing great. Keep an eye on enemy troops and continue like this.
Kind of ignoring the ships.
Another of Exaville's pillars destroyed. The facility is nearing its limits. Keep at it.
Oh, if I can gain my energy back. Okay.
All pillars have collapsed. Shock detected within Exaville's core facility. It's starting to fall. Get out of there.
Pillars break apart. You know, the twisted thing is, this was nothing but a giant fancy office building.
Exaville is falling.
Which means we just killed a building full of hundreds of people.
At least this is the end. You've done an excellent job. Please head back.
Quite the warship over here. Alright. S rank.
We've received word from Emil. He says that Joshua was successful in destroying Aquavit too. So this is the end of the Lynx War. So many people dead, and the environment is shambles. All for such selfish reasons. It might still be going on right now if not for you. You've done well. Thank you. Let's go home. Back to Anatolia.
So,
Rayleonard and Aquavit went down together. History's worst war yet came to a close, leaving the planet contaminated. It seemed that the companies were too busy picking up the pieces of the shattered order to wage war. Anatolia had accrued enough payment to survive for the time being. She requested a leave of absence for him, and I accepted. I suppose we were naive. The world exists in a continuous state of terror, convenient to its leaders' purposes.
now, this leads to the final chapter of the game, and the final mission of the game. Sea to Barren Earth. Now, my next should do fine for this, but, we're gonna, well, yeah, we're just gonna go into it here.
We've confirmed an unidentified craft approaching Anatolia. That's... Why is that armored core here? Stay back. Something's not right here.
You know, we kind of don't really know what's happening, but Anatolia is being attacked by an unknown armored core. I know what it is. I've defeated it numerous times.
Hey. I guess there's little need for words.
That behemoth is the armored core prototype next, 00 Aretha. And it's armed with experimental Kojima technology, including having those ridiculous Kojima boosts, or those ridiculous side quick boosts. It has a handheld quintuple Gatling gun on the right arm. On the left arm, in this game, it has a plasma cannon. And if it'll ever show it off, you missed. Ow, ow, ow. Charge. Come on! I want you to show off your I know what it is. I know what he has. It has assault armor that doesn't do nowhere near the damage that it does in For Answer, but it has far, far greater range. Ow.
So, this is the end.
Also, if you stay too close to it when it explodes, it'll also kill you. And it's piloted by Joshua O'Brien. And it's not said in the game, at least with the North American translation, but it's believed that he was threatened by Omer to attack Anatolia because Omer fears Anatolia's mercenaries' strength. So there it is, the 00 Aretha, one of my all-time favorite mechs, and it's a shame we never get to pilot it. Which would be awesome if we could, but unfortunately not. It is quite the dangerous machine, though.
Hey, can you hear me? Thank you.
And so that ends Armored Core 4, at least the main story of it. I'm gonna show all of the missions on hard mode because it'll be much of the same, but the missions that have significant changes where, like, say, a lot of the major story missions I will be showing on hard mode. I love this game. This was my first Armored Core game, which to some people automatically makes me less of a fan for some odd reason. You know, those people can fuck themselves. But as far as I'm concerned, Armored Core has always been about being the top dog of the battlefield and using both your skill and your overwhelming force to, you know, be the top dog of the battlefield. this has been shown all the way up until the late 3rd generation with Armored Core Nexus through Last Raven, where you're no longer the top dog of the battlefield, because they heavily throw nerfs and limitations on what the player can do. And as someone who's played with Armored Core 4 first and then gone back and played the earlier games, Armored Core 1 through Silent Line, all of those are reasonable in their difficulty. You're still able to be a complete badass either by being just really good at the game or by using Human Plus and just bringing the pain with back weaponry. Now, a lot of people think, from what I've seen, this is kind of a rant here in this episode. This is going to be the rant episode. A lot of people, from what I've seen, seem to think that the 4th and 5th generation of Armored Core are what caused the fan base to fracture. And part of this is because I think oh no, we're not quite out of the credits yet. And from what I've noticed, part of this is because with such differing styles of... Oh, shutting up now.
She took him and left Anatolia. I had no right to stop them, no words to keep them here. I'll stop my telling here. It isn't my place to speak of what happened after that.
Okay, so, as I was saying, a lot of it has to do with the differing styles of play between the 3rd, 4th, and 5th generations, which bring in different types of people who really enjoy those styles of play. As someone who started off with Armored Core 4, I of course love the Generation 4 style of Armored Core. Not everybody does, that's fine. And a lot of people argue that Armored Core 4 and 4 don't have the spirit of Armored Core 4, or of Armored Core, which I've seen that in some of the forums and stuff. And I heavily disagree, because Armored Core has always been about customization and skill. Now, I will admit that the games do heavily give you a lot more leeway in Armored Core 4 and 4 when it comes to actual player skill versus the power, versus the strength of your AC. Because if you're skilled enough, you could even make the starter AC from the older games work and defeat enemies, and even defeat other Ravens with the starter ACs. However, and I think with 4 and 4 it required a different kind of skill, a lot more of a twitch reflex kind of skill rather than the slow calculating kind of skill. And when you bring those two types of skill sets clash heavily. And then 5th gen came in and just broke it apart even more, but I'm not going to get into that. So I think I've done enough of a rant. I don't want to go on a rant about my own problems with the Armored Core community, as it were. But in any case, this is going to be a very short episode. I'm sure there's going to be people who are hating me already for what I've said, but it's all opinions. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Even if you disagree with me, you do have to admit that, whatever you think, either for or against, the split is mainly due to different styles of play, at least from my understanding, rather than the games being objectively worse. Anyway, I think I'm going to end that here. Next episode, I will string together, and I'm going to do some of the more interesting missions on hard mode to show off what the major differences are. Some of them aren't much different at all, but we'll get to those when we get to them. So, thank you for watching. My name is Siphon Siphon117. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. If you want to watch more of my videos, please consider subscribing. If you disliked the video, give it a dislike and tell me why you didn't like it in the comments down below. So, thanks for watching, and bye-bye, everybody.